This episode of Decidedly Vanilla brought to you by Zloy resisting the urge to play Staxel. Zloy resisting the urge to play Staxel. Man, I want to play that game. Hey yo pretty people, my name is Zloyxp and welcome to another episode of Decidedly Vanilla. As you've seen in that little time lapse in the beginning there, I've been kinda deforesting all of the areas around because, you know, trees, screw them. When did they do anything good for us? Actually, I'm enjoying a good forest in real life. But this is not a real life, and in this not real life, I need a buttload of chests for my ship, for the storage area of my ship. Because I need to store stuff in it, and yeah, I will probably, me being myself, I will probably screw it up and decide to make a bit of a sorting system for it, which will require hoppers, which requires even more chests. So here we are with a buttload of wood, and by buttload I mean one chest full. It's all I can get with this type of thing. You see, the problem with having a buttload of wood is essentially that a buttload of wood is maybe 4 metric buttloads of planks, but sadly only half a buttload of chests. And that's clearly not enough, seeing how I still want the dark oak wood to be a part of my ship's outer shell. So I decided that today we'll grab ourselves some diamonds, some lapis lazuli, some more diamonds because just we have them, maybe some iron just because for, you know, for giggles, and I decided to take a little bit of a trip to Bjaydabya's newest super amazing redstone endeavor of awesomeness that he put into the very heck nether dimension of ours. Turns out we already have a bit of a experienced pigment farm on the server, and if one wants better tools, which is exactly what I want from today's episode, then that's exactly where you should go. So I'll quickly go get Bjaydabya himself. He's somewhere around on the server. Give him a call and let's see if he will orient myself towards that silly thing. Okay, so this took you how long to build?
Oh, let's see. This took about 4 days, probably, off and on.
Why did
I'm
this
gonna
stop?
take all your XP.
Oh, there they go.
Yeah, it's because I went downstairs because I didn't want to take all your XP.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. They got frustrated with you leaving.
Yep.
And it's not like I need that much anyway. I'm not like your impulse. I'm not gonna just stand here till I get 1,000 or something.
Yeah, I've only got 144 XP, so I need to get some work done.
What?
I've only got 100. No, I'm kidding. These pigmen are loud.
I know, right? I should tune them down. Don't ask me what for I did tune them down, but I tuned them down quite a lot just to be able to hear you. So you know how there's like, I've been recently vlogging, right? And in that vlog I mentioned like the earlier years of YouTube Let's Playing, when remember Slender?
Yeah.
And remember like what was the other game that was incredibly popular at the time amongst the Let's Players? Also a horror one.
I don't remember. What was it?
It was Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Do you know what the sequel was called?
Nope, I don't.
Amnesia machine for pigs.
We did it. We built it. It's here.
Yep. There it is. Okay, so just in case, I enchanted myself with basically fire protection 4 and 3 on every piece except boots, because boots just gave me regular old protection. I'm thinking we should check out what we're made of, especially now that I have all of my diamond tools and all of my enchanted diamond tools on me. So, where's the nearest pool of lava? There it is. And away we... No, actually, let's get down before away we go. Okay, and away we go! Ow, ow, ow. It kind of tickles. Yeah, just a tiny bit. And with all those precautions taken, I promise I will find a way to screw this up. So let's grab a bunch of most flammable material that we can get our hands on. And let's finally start building this thing that I've been teasing you guys with for like 3 episodes now. Okay, so with our newfound fireproofness of the armor, obviously, not just the potion, and yes, potion do give you a better fireproofness overall, and the fireproofness of the potions I personally enjoy more because it kind of makes you drunk, but at the same time it is tiny bit worse seeing how you still have to drink it, while this is pretty much a passive protection. So with the fireproofness of the armor, we can now freely expand into that general direction, seeing how there's a lava ocean in there, and also we can kind of expand into that general direction, seeing how, well, we ain't gonna die if we just fall down there randomly. On top of that, we ain't gonna fall down there randomly once this place is fully equipped with an actual, you know, floor. So for now, my task really is for today to plan out the general zones that we talked about in the previous episode using cobblestone, just the outlines of them. I will start the next episode with a time lapse of me filling the floor in, don't worry. But right now, I'm thinking that it's the cobble way or the hard way. Yeah, it's the cobblestone way of doing things, and yes, I might have overshot it on the wideness of the ship, because the length will go into that general direction and that general direction, but the wideness, the width, this is basically the maximum what we can do. And truth be told, this is probably the maximum that we can do, like, logically, while also making the ship not just big but also kind of pretty. So that is a bit of a hassle, isn't it? Also, I made a bit of a I don't know what to call it, a thing for myself in here. It's like a dock, except just a bunch of planks laid over netherrack. I still like it though. So, a couple of blocks placed later, check this one out. The inner circle, the inner gray area of what I'm looking at right now, is what I will use as my storage area. And it might not look that big. Truth be told, this entire thing is not looking as big as I expected it to. But at the same time, you have to also understand that this has to be a bit of a mobile type base, and I also like we are at the moment struggling with it. We are at the moment in a constant struggle between the will of mine to make this as big as possible, as ginormous as ever, and at the same time we're also struggling with me trying to make it in a way that later I can expand the ship on the outside and make it look pretty as well as kind of sizable. The outer ring, the outer lines of here will be used for the stuff, not just for the stuff, but for the stuff rooms, for the golem general and my witch and my other kind of characters out of this and previous seasons of the Let's Play. For now, I'm just kind of filling them in, planning them out, and the one problem with having the ship not as big as I might have anticipated in the very beginning, which, yeah, truth be told, the storage area will be tiny bit too tight for my personal taste. The problem with it is essentially this means that my own area of the ship will have to also be scaled down. I mean, on the block scheme, on the scale model of the ship, I gave myself 4 horizontally aligned blocks from that side to that side. And according to this scaling at the moment, it will be only like 5 blocks wide. I mean, of course, we do not... The trick, of course, is that we do not have to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at the very least. I feel a player needs 7 blocks at the very leastest for his personal quotas. But at the same time, I'm fine. I'm okay. I think we will figure it out on our proper way. Plus, my personal room obviously will only be used for interior decorations and whatnot, not for any sort of machinery, not for any sort of anything pretty much useful. Plus, at the same time, this area that I just sectioned off with cobblestone, I'm pretty sure it is actually bigger than my current house on the spawn, like the original house that I built in the old world. So yeah, this seems like it's totally usable. This seems like it's gonna be the plan, and I am quite happy with the scale we decided on. I still need to figure it out. I still need to kind of zone it out properly, fully, and also I still need to figure out how to make my storage system itself. There are 2 general ways. There are 2 general ways in which I want the storage system to operate, and I am still a tiny bit afraid of having not enough space for any redstone machinery leading to the actual chests. So what I might actually try and do is I might location the chests like this, in a certain row, right? And at the same time... hallucinations, don't worry. Hi, BJ. And at the same time, I could, in theory, position all of the item hoppers, all of the item filters on top of this area. Because if you remember the actual scheme I had for the ship, the area on top of my storage area was not really used for anything. So that's what I'm thinking right now. We will try and create a storage area that will either be expanded in the upwards, providing a lot of upwards area for the item sorters and whatnot, or at the same time we could just section off half of this area at the moment, just half of it. Just basically draw a line right here, and that area will be where all of the chests and all of the hoppers will be stored, basically creating a wall of chests right here, kind of in this horizontal facility. At the same time, leaving me with only like this little area for the actual storage room, which I'm perfectly fine with as long as it still works. And at the same time, we could actually... How about that? What if, and this is, I'm pretty sure this will be the option that I will end up going for. We combine it. We combine it, guys. We will do it both ways. Check this out. On the original scheme, and I don't know, like, if you haven't seen it in the previous episode, check out the previous episode. Basically, half of that episode is dedicated to me placing blocks and calling it a scale model. In the original scheme, we had the front 2 bits not used for anything. So what if we create a bit of a diagonal thing here? Check this out. What if we place our chests like this, right? And we place them even more like this. And basically we will have unsorted chests line up to the sides of the storage area and sorted chests in the very front of it. For bulk items, for cobblestone, for wood, for that kind of stuff. while the treasury chests that actually will store unique items like, I don't know, sponge, tools, weapons, armor, that kind of stuff that you don't really sort for, that you can't really sort using redstone. That stuff will be positioned on the sides of this area, while at the same time the middle of it will serve as a bit of a hub for us to go around, for us to go into the direction of everyone's personal quarters, like the Golem General's personal quarters, or Vata the Witch's personal quarters. Basically, yeah, we could do that. As well as we could probably dedicate just one half of a ship to the item sorters, item filters as well. So this is something for you guys to look forward to for the next episode. For now, I'll leave it at that. I'll wait for your comments, I'll wait for your input, and at the same time, next episode we're starting with a time lapse of me putting together the floor for this area. Now, guys, once again, I don't know if you can, I want your opinion on me constantly putting time lapses in the beginning of these videos, because lately I've been getting the impression that it kinda devalues the time lapse itself. It just feels like oh, it's just an intro. It's not like Zloyxp spent 5 to 15 hours actually doing all of this stuff, and I did. I usually do spend a lot of time on creating a time-lapse for the beginning, and some projects that I do in those time-lapse actually do require a lot of stuff. I know that this is basic grind, and this is me just chopping woods or placing blocks or whatever. But at the same time, I just don't know. They end up not feeling like a part of an episode as a result. So let me know what you think about it. Do you enjoy the time lapses in the beginning? Because there is some bonuses to it. Like, for example, they don't end up breaking up the pace of the episode. And that's gonna be it for today. Yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do leave a like. If you really liked it, do subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the future episodes. This has been Zloyxp. I'm gonna go play some Staxel right now. I don't know if I'm gonna record it, but I probably will play some of it. That game is adorable. See you next time, to be continued. Bye bye.